Hello and welcome to this edition of Time with Hime. I'm Lynn Cordes with our superintendent, Mr. Hime.
Glad to be here. First day of school, been out and about. Noticed the little kids are wearing masks. I got to thinking, if they can wear a mask, I can wear a mask on the podcast.
That's right. So we are masked up today and ready to talk about some good things going on in our district. What do you think?
Hey, the first day of school is always exciting. Got them back for the first time in a little over 5 months. A lot of young people excited to be back at school. Very unique first day of school. We have over 5,000 who have signed up for virtual. So we got virtual schools going at Brockland, Douglas, Adams, and Washington. So we got 4 sites running virtual centers. Hey, I walked through all 4 of them already today. Those teachers are getting after it. They're trying to contact you. If you're a parent and you haven't been contacted, please check your email, check your student email. And if not, maybe check your trash or whatever, because I know they're sending out emails. I know they're making contacts. They're working diligently to make sure that they're hands-on contact with everyone. Some of them told me they're already getting lessons back. So the virtual's going, and it's exciting to watch how fast it's evolving into such a great program.
And I do know we've had some family members reach out to us and said they haven't heard, but that's not because they are not working on it right now. You said we had a 5,000.
Yeah, we have over 5,000. I mean, obviously, when we started this and we said, hey, we're going to do virtual, we expected 2,000, 2,500. The number just continued to grow. It's up to 5,000. And the flexibility we're allowing, so we know we could have some go back and forth. So it's going to take a little bit of time. But, the first couple of days of school are always hectic. 6 through 12 secondary, they're always wanting to change electives and teachers and schedules. And, talk to any middle school, high school counselor and tell you that first day, the line's a mile long of everybody wants some kind of schedule change. Same way with virtual. If you want a schedule change, make sure you email the counselor, principal, that person in charge. Give them a couple of days. They're working through them fast. Every site I went to, they're working through those schedule changes and trying to get some balance. So we've got some good things going on. Still working really hard on the PM virtual and some of that contact, because there's fewer of those who chose PM virtual. But again, we've got teachers assigned, and so just little patience with 5,000 plus. But we're excited about it, and I saw some great things in day one, and it's only going to get better.
And we will have on our website the point of contact, so that way the families can reach out. Continue to ask us on our Ask LPS form. And email is always working. We are just answering quite a bit of them right now and trying to get back as quickly as we can. So now you did say something about traditional students, and I want to verify. We did have families moving to virtual, but we also have the other side of it, which is virtual to traditional, correct?
Yes, we have parents going back and forth. We know we're going to have a little bit of that early. It's not something we really will ever want to have to lock down. We know we may have to have conference a little bit and have some discussion about why are you doing it, what how can we make this work, because it's not good for any of us if we have a lot of students moving back and forth. But right now we're pretty flexible. Again, we've used that word flexible, but as of right now we've got about a little over 5,000 virtual and almost 8,000 traditional. We'll see where those numbers come out today on the first day, but a lot of great things. I went out to Freedom and all the little ones out there, and we've been by the high schools and new at those of you at Eisenhower Middle School. We know that the drop-off, pickup, parking there at Eisenhower is not going to be real good. It's going to be a struggle until we get the old demoed and we get that parking done. Again, the construction guys, that was all supposed to be done in April. I always laugh and say it was supposed to be done before I officially became the superintendent, but got the building open. Students and teachers are using the building. We do know there's going to be some struggles there with the early morning and after school drop off and pick up until we get that ironed out. But anytime you get a new school year, those are just some normal problems that are a little bit exacerbated by the COVID and some of those things.
And just a clarification, because we did have this question come in, the electives for our middle schools and high schools, can they still, what is that looking like?
We're very open. Again, it's flexibility. Please sign up for it. If there's some reason we don't feel like we can offer that in a quality manner virtually, then we'll let you know and try to offer you some other choices. But as far as some of those other classes, we're going to try to find a way to make that work in the schedule. Basically, most middle school kids for their electives, PE, art, some of those classes. But I know we have some that want to take band and go in and take band on that time. And sometimes that's not going to look the way you want it to look in your schedule. But, just give us a few days. Get on the band. Do the things if your parent is just taking you for band, and that's the only class you're going to, we'll make that work, and we're going to do everything we can to make that flexibility work.
Can you clarify, is there a 2-week hold on coming back into traditional if they decide?
No, ma'am. I don't know where that, those are the things. We've been flexible from the word go. At some point, if you move 2 or 3 times, we might ask you to stay with one for 2 weeks. But as of right now, we're flexible as to what site you enroll in, whether you're traditional, virtual, AM, PM. We're trying to be we wake up every day as administrators. I'm a superintendent, year 35. You've obviously never been through any of this. I'm learning every day. We struggle. We go in and we have discussions. I tell you what, I've changed my mind on 2 or 3 things since 10 o'clock this morning after traveling around and some thoughts I had. If I'm struggling with answers, I know you as parents are not sure. So we want to give you the opportunity to look at our options. Please work with us, have patience, and please don't go back and forth a whole lot. But we want you, if you haven't tried the virtual and you're not sure, try our virtual, especially before you try a school other than Lawton Public Schools. We know our virtual's the best. I can tell you, walking around, our teachers working in those teams and those virtual units we have put together, there's going to be second to none. But we want that flexibility for our parents because, again, we're changing our mind, and things change every day. They change every day with the COVID. They change every day with enrollment. So therefore, if we need that flexibility, I need to afford you the same right to change your mind.
Now, the one thing that kids are looking forward to for virtual especially, and I know our child nutrition team is working really hard on that, is our virtual pickups for meals. Can you share?
Yes, and that kind of got to be confusion because I heard somebody say, hey, is virtual school not starting until August 31st? No, virtual school starts today. If you're in virtual, you should be making those contacts with your parents today. Child nutrition or meal pickup starts August 31st for the virtual students. We're going to work hard to have that done. There's word that they're going to get to do the multi-meal pickup, so we'll try to do that. As of right now, every site will be a pickup place where you can pick up a meal. So again, it's our goal to feed students. So if you can get to a place and pick up, we'll serve you a meal, and we're excited about that as well.
And just to clarify, they don't have to go to their home school. So if a grandparent is keeping them at home for virtual, they can go to the school.
Yes, my understanding is they can go to any school and pick up. Now, my understanding is we would like you to pick up from the same school every day because with the software, if you pick up from a different school on Monday than Tuesday, if you're moving around and you're roaming on picking up, it would create a lot of paperwork nightmares for the district. But if you can sign up to say you're going to pick up at this school and you can pick up there every day.
And we are working on the multi-meals. Is there anything that you want to share with our families? I know it was important for us to say hello and welcome everybody back on this first day of school.
I want to tell you, you take a job, and I took this job in March. I took the job in December. I moved to Lawton in March. Here we are in this. You never expect it, and in the unexpected. But the other thing that's been a pleasant surprise to me is just the team in Shoemaker, how great they are, the teachers, the cooks, the bus, just everybody that's part of this organization. For the most part, for the vast majority, everyone has really worked hard to pull the rope the same direction. We got people out there right now that are teaching virtually today that 6 months ago that was not on their plate. We've got people that are teaching night virtual. We got principals working in virtual. We got people doing lots of different jobs that they weren't really expecting were going to be their jobs, even as late as August 1st. We've had to have flexibility in ourselves to make this work. And, is everybody 100% happy? No. But is everybody working to do what's best for the kids? I really have a great feeling for how we're doing it. Parents the same way. You can find some Facebook and some things where people are complaining, but the majority of our people are working hard with us to make this work. The level of discontent is very low. So again, I want to appreciate our staff and our parents and our community for realizing, hey, this is a new world. It's it's kind of that old thing. This is a new frontier for us, and we're working hard to give you flexibility and create an environment in a structure that works best for you and your student. So I appreciate your flexibility in working with us and giving us an opportunity to make that work. And I tell you right now, as we get better every day, because you that hear me know that I always say you don't have to be bad to get better, and we're going to get better every day. you're going to be excited with what we're doing. So thank you for giving us the opportunity and sticking with us. And we appreciate your hard work and the flexibility of our staff and parents as well.
And I'm really excited. I went out and toured some of the buildings as well, and I am just happy to see the kids back in the building. That's my favorite part of today. I want to know what's your favorite part before we end.
Again, seeing kids back in the building, you know, I was an elementary principal for a couple of years, and I always said, you know, it's kind of tough because if you want to hug, go to an elementary. Obviously, with the COVID, we're kind of out of those. But just to see the littles. But I'm telling you, today my favorite part probably was I really feared what virtual would look like. And I went and toured some of those pods of teachers working together. And I was just truly amazed at how hard they're working to make those contacts, to deliver those lessons, and be ready to be the best virtual teachers they can be.
Well, I am so excited to have everybody back. Families, thank you again for your patience, Mr. Hime. Thank you for your time. If you have any other questions, continue to email us at info@lawtonps.org. Follow us on our social media pages and our website. And we also have our Ask LPS form. Mr. Hime, thank you again.
Thanks a lot. And we'll be back soon, I'm sure. Just stick with us.
That's right. Until next time, you guys, have a great week, and we will see you then.